So, does anyone here know what materialism is? So, materialism is when we feel more connected to the items we own rather than a greater spiritual person. So, it's human nature to want things and to begin to obsess over these items, whether it be our phones, our cars, just any random little object in our life. So, why are we so obsessed with the fact that we need the newest technology to be what? Like popular? I think we have to just grow up, and that we've also grown up during a time that if you don't have the fanciest of things or the nicest of things, then you aren't worth as much as someone else who does have those things. So, even if you have an iPhone, but it's an iPhone 7 or 8, you're still looked down upon even in college if you don't have the newest iPhone 13 or whatever it is. And so around 51% of phone users get a new one the second it comes available to them, compared to the 49% that wait till their phone is no longer usable. I personally am somewhere in the middle where, yeah, I want a new phone and I've only had this phone a year, but at the same time, I do want the newer, fancier phone. But I paid for this phone. It was not cheap. That why would I get a new phone if it still works? So I want everyone to take a moment and think of an item that you could not live without, or that is your entire world. Did anyone else say something like their phone or their car? I did. I said I couldn't be without my phone. We all go about our day, and the one thing we always have in our hands is our phone. So why can't we see what the next best thing is, and we'll never be satisfied with the phone we have? But why? Why can we not live without our creator, or who, or however you believe the world was created? So over the past 100 years, over the past 100 years has been the evolution of consumption as a culturally accepted means of seeking success, happiness, and the populist notion of the good life. So what this is just kind of talking about is that we have heavily consumed the items in our life that are wants versus the things that we need. So as humans, sometimes we can get caught up and not realize what we are doing, especially being students at the U of A, and we are more privileged than some and don't realize that we don't need the fanciest of things, because at the end of the day, we are all just broke college students trying to earn our degree. So Catherine Ryan from 1993 said that materialism is widely viewed as an important life value. So we believe that we need these materialistic things in our lives. We need the newest phone, fastest cars, fanciest things to make ourselves feel good. But why? As we begin to want more and more things, we forget what it means to be appreciative of what we have. Oh, I have an iPhone 11 and the newest iPhone 13 just came out. My phone works perfectly fine, so I'm gonna waste my money or my parents' money on something that I don't need, rather than benefiting someone who could use that extra $800 to $1,000 that I would normally spend on my phone. So combined, this prior research implies that the motives underlying materialism, meaning acquisitiveness, self-centeredness, things like that, should conflict with the motives underlying more self-transcendent values, such as religious values. Examples are like spirituality, selflessness, and just kind of helping others. And if we are materialistic about things, why? Is it because we need that confidence booster? If we were less selfish and have as much love and compassion in our hearts as we put into the newest and greater things, then maybe materialism could just kind of fade away. Obviously, it would still be here a little bit, but it wouldn't be controlling our lives. So it's human nature to want things and begin to obsess over these items, and that's okay. But do we really need every new option? No, we don't. And it's okay to say, hey, I've had the same phone for 4 or 5 years and I've worked so hard, so I'm going to treat myself to the newest iPhone. But we don't need to obsess over getting the best of the best, newest phone or car every time something comes out. And as humans, We want to be good people while being so obsessed with making sure that we have the best or newest item. We forget what we really need to do as humans, and that is to be kind and selfless and not only think about ourselves all the time. Us as humans during this time have become very selfish in the things that we have. So please take a moment to think about, do I really need the newest phone? Sure, we always have them with us, so we'd love to have the newest thing, but we need to look at the items we have and decide if it's a want or a need. I know personally, after researching materialism, that I want to think more before I buy and ask myself the same question: is it a want or is it a need? Thank you.